Hi, my name is Cindi Rang.
I'm Brianna Motzkus, and today is our Throwback Thursday special.
All right, so hi. So we thought we were going to remind you guys yesterday about this, and then we totally forgot. So surprise.
If you watched us on Fiber Chat, maybe you were expecting us.
Yeah. And if not, if you have no idea what's even going on. So we do box openings. We are a mother-daughter duo. We own a quilt shop in Washington State, and we do box openings, and we show you everything new that comes in the shop on Wednesday nights at 5 and on Sunday afternoons at 12:30. And then every once in a while what happens is we tend to show 3 to 4 lines, and usually there's notion boxes and that kind of thing. And then always what happens is there's something that is like a feeding frenzy.
It's the winner.
It's the winner. And we cut all of it. And then something else is like, oh, that's really sad, you know. And so then we have to find room for it somewhere in the shop. So we thought what we would start doing is maybe not every Thursday. So you want to subscribe so that you get the ding and you know when it happens. But some Thursdays, at least monthly, we're going to show you some oldies but goodies, I guess. Some things that are really cute lines that came out and just kind of got forgotten.
Got forgotten about.
I guess. So we're going to show you. And we're also doing a little discount on it. So we think that makes it kind of nice just to kind of see what's going on. So we're back here in the Halloween room. And so we're going to show you, we have one line. I'm going to let you.
And then the other thing I want to say as you're showing, because we're going to show you the one line that's special. And then center back here, we're going to show you some other things that are really cool back here, but may not be discounted for you guys today. But if there is something you see in this shot or the shots coming that we did not say what it was or you could not read what it was, get your phone out, whatever, screenshot, take a picture of the screen and circle it. There is a video we showed how to do that. I'm going to see if I can air it next or plug it in here for you. And you can also just email it to info@fabricpatch.net and we can get it for you. Or if you can't figure out how to do that whole making a circle with it on your phone, try to describe, it's the pattern, it's the green one, it's 3 left from the purple one or whatever. We can call you while we're standing in front of the section.
We can either FaceTime you or we can text you a picture and say which one is
So that's going to be the easiest way to tell us what you saw and where it was.
Yeah. Because there might even be something where you just want to see a bigger image of it and say, what was that I saw? And does that glow in the dark? And speaking of the glow in the dark, at the moment, we do have a whole bolt of...
also, the one behind you, the cute little bubble, he is also in the dark.
This one glows in the dark? Oh, who would have known? I would just totally put that on a... This one glows in the dark?
Yeah, I'm gonna go take a picture. I'll insert a picture for you guys so you know what it looks like when it glows. My guess is gonna have glowed polka dots on it, but that's just my guess.
Awesome. So this is the line, right? And I can't remember what it's called. I've already forgotten.
Midnight Manor, I think is what it's called. It's from Andover.
This is the cutest line. Mystery Manor.
Oh, Mystery Manor.
Mystery Manor. So it's kind of cool because is there such a thing as elegant Halloween?
I think so. I think that's a thing.
I know. Look at these spiders.
It's totally
these
my
spiders
dream.
are so gross.
They're so perfect though.
And a perfect spider web on black background, and then there's one on white background. But look at this. I mean, so I don't know if you can tell. I mean, it just looks like it's so pretty. It's little ghostesses.
Yeah.
And,
super cool.
Yeah. And then this is cute. This is bats.
Yeah, lacy bats.
Lacy bats. It's very elegant. And this has some gold on it. Haunted. And then I love the purple. You see the purple there? Mm-hmm. That's the same thing. There's those creepy spiders. Lacy bats. And then what are you doing, Brianna? You're taking 10% off?
Yes.
10% off. That's beautiful. I love the purple with Halloween, so it's kind of fun. It's fun. And then, look at this one. Potions. Pumpkins. That spider again. On an orange background. These are potions, kind of tone on tone. Oh, I love that one. That's the potions again. Even just if you're not, I mean, I like to decorate for holidays. I think it's a fun thing. And I like to have a quilt that you just drape over the couch and add a little throw pillow, and then you're kind of good to go. But it's just such a simple thing, because really, I think that for most quilters, we just love to sew. We love it when somebody says, oh, I need a quilt, and you've got 6 months to make it. Heaven. When you say, I need a quilt, and you've got a month to make it, doable, and that'll be fun, but not quite as joyful. So it's kind of fun just to make something and seasonally work on something. This is 2x4. So we did a series last year where we just did super, super fast projects out of pre-cuts. And then we even said, if you just we packaged a bunch of stuff in 3rd yard cuts so that you could either get jelly rolls out of it, or you could do your own 10-inch squares out of that. And then we did some super, super fast projects out of that. And this one is 2x4. And this is, you can see it's just 2 and then 1. So this is this great big huge block where you're putting in a 10-inch square, a 10-inch square, and a 10x20. And so when you have a fabric that you just think is just super fun, and a fabric that you kind of don't want to cut up, this is really pretty in a pretty floral, or in a kid's quilt where you have a lot of like that road fabric and dump trucks and that kind of thing. It's just kind of fun because they like to play on it. They like the pictures.
And it's good, I think, a modern one too. If you're someone who's very minimalist, you want just a whole lot of grays and whites, or solids and a flare of teal. I feel like it would be a good one.
It's also an option where if you have a panel that goes with it, or kind of something that you want to fussy cut, you can put those in there too. And we did have, I think we have maybe 2 or 3 kits of this exact one that are left. That's kind of fun. Let's see. And speaking of panels, should I show panels? Because I don't know how many of these we have.
You can.
We might not have very many. So, but at the moment we have at least this one. This is kind of fun because it's a bag, and we had a great response. We asked how you guys felt about doing like a bag retreat or some more bag classes, and we're definitely doing the bag retreat, but we were thinking about doing some more bag videos. Tote bags are so stinking fast, just such a fast thing to do. And if you have one pattern that is just kind of your go-to pattern, you can do it all the time out of, whatever. If you wanted to make some Halloween trick-or-treater bags for the kids, if you wanted to make, a purse that you're going to carry around for the month of October, whatever you'd like. Tote bags are just such a nice, simple, fast thing to do. This particular panel not only has 2 tote bags on it, it has the directions on how to do it, which is kind of fun. Also back here, there's still some pre-cuts of Hocus Pocus, which is kind of fun. We've got 5-inch squares and 10-inch squares. Let's see, is there anything else? Oh, I should pull this one out. Check this one out. Well, there's not very much of this. Only one person is probably going to get this. It feels like there's about a yard on there, but oh my gosh.
And some of these really cool pieces you're going to see in the Halloween collection. There's just a whole bunch of Halloween stuff that throws in there, and that's where you'll see it. I'll link that in the description below. And the other things that we chat about, I'll link down there for you guys.
This one is a glow in the dark. And it goes to Sis. And it's SKU number, where's my glasses? It's called it's from the Jeepers Creepers line. And so there's quite a few of these that are glow in the dark on this line. Here's another one. And then these little spiders, their little eyeballs glow in the dark. And Brianna, what's the kids line that glows in the dark?
Ooh, I don't know if there's any left of it.
One.
Oh, from Moda.
Oh, let me go look real fast. I'm really
She'll look real fast while And then this part glows in the dark. All of this Jeepers Creepers is kind of a fun.
Creativity glows.
Creativity glows.
There's perfect black and white ones that would be awesome for anything Halloween.
Orange, lime green. Yeah.
And glow in the dark fabric is totally 100% washable. Washable, dryable, hot water, warm water, cold water.
Doesn't do anything
forever
weird.
And always going to glow as long as there's light that charges it.
It does. And it glows for approximately 20 minutes. And then it always grows like a lime green. So it's kind of funny. Some classic retro Halloween.
Which one is that one called? That one is that a Riley Blake?
I think it's called no, it's a Clothworks, and it's called Retro Halloween.
Oh, there you go.
I love it. There's a couple pieces with it. There's a little border piece that goes with it. There's some cats. Oh, this one is cute. I feel like I've never even seen this one. That's cute.
Oh, do you see? It's a polka dot with every once in a while there's a pumpkin.
Yeah, it's adorable. Yeah, then there's a brown stripe. There's some good stuff back here. All right, what else? Anything else that they want to see? I mean, Hootenanny, I mean. We talk about Hootenanny. And it's funny because what's left of the Hootenanny is the border. So what happens is people get a little freaked out about the border, but the border is the best part. If you do that strippy table runner, that's all you need is a yard and a half of this, and boom, Bob's your uncle. We've got a video on it. And I think that video, we need to redo that video, right? Isn't that an old
I don't know if I have that one even on anymore.
We need to redo it.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people make it. That strippy table runner has been around for probably 20 years. What's her name? The name came. Karen Snyder from a shop in Pittsburgh. Back when when we first started doing free download patterns on our website, her website kept crashing. So she finally had to start charging money for it because then her website didn't crash all the time. So it's called Strippy Table Runner. We sell the pattern. She sells the pattern. There's lots of videos demonstrating how to do it. But if you have a border print, you can have a table runner in 30 minutes. Super, super fast. It's probably 6 cuts?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and there's another one. There's a black and white one. Check out that one. That's fantastic. Put Halloween on one side, Thanksgiving on the other. Is there something else down here that they... There's some layer cakes left of Halloween spirit. Has some purple in there, which is kind of fun. Let's see. Anything else down here that you think they need to see? This was super popular for a while. I mean, not for a while. Last week, I'll bet, what's it called? Halloweeny or something? Halloween. Halloween. We sold a ton of these, so I was thinking somebody must have been doing something in the Pinterest or the Instagram world that made everybody crazed, and we sold a bunch of them. It is a humongous 36 by 42 panel of this vintage owl. Adorable. And I don't think there's only 3 of the panels left.
I think I have a few more in the back. I think I have like 4. Oh. I mean, not that there's still not more than enough. But.
Don't rest on your laurels too long. If you want it, get it. And then there are still some jelly rolls. There's still some 10-inch squares, and there's still some fabric of it. So it's kind of fun. All right. Anything else back here they need to see? If there's something else, use your notes. Do some circling. Yeah. Let us know. 10% off of the, what's it called again?
Mystery Manor.
Mystery Manor. Okay, we have 3 lines that we're going to show you. All right, we are in the front part of the shop. This was kind of what they saw when we did our live on Monday. We've got Denise and Marge over there cutting away. Cutting our Thursday morning orders. So this is kind of what we think of as our sort of modern section. So we've got a bunch of bright, large print, kind of fun things in here. This line is really, really cute. And in fact, I think we've sold a bunch of it. You guys probably have some of this in your stash. It was just that at the time we ordered all of it, the entire collection, and all of it on 15-yard bolts. So it just so happens that for this particular one, we still have pre-cuts, and that doesn't often happen where you've maybe been sewing on something for a while, and we've got 1/8-yard cuts. We never cut these in the store, but it is nice that when Moda does that, we'll order those for you guys. We still have some mini charms. These are kind of fun for making. We have a couple different projects that we make out of that. We have a fat quarter bundle left, and then 1 jelly roll, 1 layer cake, and we have 2 of these kits. Marge, you're making this, aren't you?
Yes, I hope to have it done here in the next couple weeks. That's my next project.
At some point, maybe we'll see a show and tell. No pressure. But
and then they're going to wish they had it.
And then they're going to go, oh my gosh, you have that kit? And we're going to go, no. And no, we don't.
Yes.
Because we did.
That is my next.
Yeah.
My next.
Because is it looking beautiful?
Yes.
It's looking beautiful.
It's half square triangles. I've got a ton of them made, and that teal bluish color is
It
beautiful.
really is
It's
pretty.
soft and
Yeah.
but yet it has a deep. It's very pretty.
Very pretty.
Very
And it
pretty.
finishes up 63 by 72. And I'm just going to say, if you're making this for somebody, and I'm sure that, all of those half square triangles, if you're sort of over it and you don't want to do any of those leftover half square triangles, you could certainly add a border on there. I love a pieced border. I think that that's always really pretty, and I like that. But if you want to make it a bunch bigger and you're kind of over it, then that's an option. Anyway, Morning Light, really, really pretty. The teal really is nice, and it is kind of nice, the teal and the peach together. I think it's a really pretty line. I love this one. And then there's that little bit of, I don't think it's a lime green. Would it be called like a chartreuse?
Chartreuse, yeah, I would think.
Look at this one. Why is this piece still here? That is the prettiest little thing. They kind of look like apple blossoms, but they can't be. Oh, they must be morning glories. Morning light.
Yeah,
morning glories. I get it. I get it. Now, which reminds me, little gardening update. I had multiple people, friends of mine, that said, wait a minute. So Wednesday morning, we talked about gardening. We talked about me asking Pa to water for me. And all he did was water because he didn't know that watering meant a whole thing. And then it caused this whole conversation about how putting the groceries away isn't just putting stuff in the fridge. You have to clean it out. You got to do everything else. Well, anyway, multiple people said if I asked them to water, they would have just watered. They wouldn't have known all of that. So I want to point something out to you guys. Yeah, see, Brianna's nodding behind you. No. Let me tell you one other piece of this, and I did type it in the comments, that here's what happens is every night, so we get up, Brian and I get up about 4 o'clock in the morning. He leaves for work at 5. So we eat dinner at about 5:30 or 6. Usually I have dinner ready when he gets home. He has a cooked meal. We eat. And then what happens is after we've had dinner and I do the dishes, load the dishwasher, put everything away, pack his lunch for him for the next day. Then what happens is he has beat me. He goes out. And while I'm still doing dishes, he grabs his beer or iced tea or Coke, whatever it is he's going to drink, and he goes out and he sits on our front deck and he watches the park and he watches the guys play basketball or whatever. And then after I'm done, I go out and then I water. It takes me an hour and a half and he watches me water. So this is a key piece. He watches me walk around with my little blue tin and I deadhead. I have 18 pots of petunias. Petunias will only bloom if you take off that dead head. So he watches me do that. Pull them off, water, put my hose, pull them off, prune, pull a couple weeds. He watches me because then we'll stop and he'll go, and we'll stop and we'll chat for a minute about something going on in the park, or, he'll put somebody on speakerphone and we'll talk about something. And he, so he knows what it wasn't, what? Did you just mean water? No. Because he's watched it every single night. And that was funny because what was it the other night? He had Brianna on speakerphone. Because then and that's the other thing. Anybody he's calling in the evening, it's on speakerphone. And, I get to be part of the conversation while I'm working. But this was a night that he was having beer. Because, what was it? He thought, we have company coming this weekend. And he's thinking, Brianna, come around. He's thinking that Brianna and Pa should take on Ray and John to play basketball down in the park.
Yeah.
And it's like...
No, I have been out of high school for 12 years.
Wow.
So, yeah, we don't do that anymore. Me and Dad, we used to always play pig because we had a basketball hoop at home. So we used to play that. But again, we were a lot longer back. And Robert's laughing from the other side. He's like, we don't have enough name races in our house for you, you old fart.
I know. So as I am watering and listening to this conversation, like, oh my gosh, what are you? And I thought, okay, tomorrow I'm going to do.
Does he think he's got mad skill like those guys down there?
I was like maybe the third beer. And so what happened is Brianna's so sweet on the phone. Saying,
sure, Dad.
That sounds great. Sure, that sounds fun.
And he's giggling because, of course, we have to go buy a basketball.
Yeah, that's what he said. Go buy a basketball. We don't have a basketball. No,
I haven't got one yet. No.
So anyway, that's since we're talking about morning glories, which I don't have in my
That's the gardening update.
That's the thing, is that
he has witnessed.
He knows
what watering means.
So him sitting there, it's like, wait, oh, what? That's what you meant? Yeah.
All right, we got one more to show you.
Yeah. I can't believe that there's still these panels left.
I know, they're so stinking cute.
I think that's another funny thing. And I also think it's kind of because of where it is, because we're up here by our front door, so when you walk in, you see all of this. And so you don't often look down. And by the time you make it up to check out, then I think it's the same thing. It's like, oh my goodness, you're concentrating on something else. So I think that probably the reason that this is still here is because we put it in the dead zone. So, so what is this one called? Did I put my glasses on? Can't even remember. This is fairly old. Animal portraits, wildlife portraits.
Maybe.
Where is it going to be? Where are they going to find it?
I'll have it linked in the description below.
Okay. Because what's it called? Wildlife portraits is what it's called. So this, we sell this as a unit, as one panel, but there isn't a line here. But I think they've all, they haven't all been cut up. So if you still say that you want 2 or whatever, then we'll keep them together. But there's no such thing as 1.5 or 1 1/4 or anything like that. So because what you could do is you could do 2 panels and then just put a border on it. If you need to get a really fast quilt done for somebody, I made a quilt like this for Margot, or similar to this. I used this fabric. And they just love it. She loves it because really it's all about the fabric and the colors and the faces. It's not, if you wanted to cut these apart and, alternate them with pieced blocks or whatever, you certainly could do that. But gosh, the fabric kind of does all of the work for you. It's just adorable. You can see that all of those animals are repeated except for the center ones. The super cool owl, only 1. The super cool hedgehog, only 1. The bunny, only 1. And the sloth, only 1. Everything else there's 2 of. But super, super, super cute. And it comes with a black sashing like this one, or it comes with a cream, kind of a white sashing with this one. So 2 different ways. And then, see, there's a hole. And then there is a border piece left. I don't know if it's a stripe or a border, either, whatever you think it is. I guess it's the same thing. There's a paint, kind of fun. And then this is that paint texture on the background with kind of a toss of the animals. I'll put my hand there so you can kind of see. Pretty good sized. I mean, those have got to be inch by inch, 1.5 by 1.5 maybe, probably. And then the same thing, but with kind of a creamy paint background. We don't have that creamy paint anymore, but we have a pink with paint splotch, and we have a blue with paint splotch.
And if you are wanting to match that cream because it's for your sashing or because you need an accent piece, just put in your notes. It says, hey, I love a cream. Text me.
Yeah.
And we'll do it for you.
And then there's the blue splotch with the animals, pink splotch with the animals, and then there's the mini. I mean, it's pretty basic, pretty classic, just about everything left. And then that reminds me, we had a couple of people that asked, I don't know when we were talking about, but we were talking about a banana color. And we were saying that we like to use a banana as a background. In fact, no, we've moved out the quilts out that are up there. Mm-hmm. But we used to have a double diamond quilt up there. I don't know where it is in the shop now, but it has a banana background. And we were talking about that instead of white or black, we often will use a banana. You don't really notice it. It's a pale yellow, but it kind of accentuates the colors a little bit. And then a couple people said, 2 or 3 people said, well, what is that? I can't find that on your website. And you probably can't, because banana is a description of a pale yellow. It's like, the color of a banana, not the outside peel, but the inside of a banana. And so I was thinking that fig tree cream, isn't that like the perfect
banana?
That
one's fantastic. That is a Moda Solid. That is fantastic. So that is cotton. Again, if you're doing something with batik and you want to put a cotton background, it's not going to matter. You're going to love it.
Because I was thinking,
at the moment, I don't know if I have a creamy batik at the moment.
It's kind of like that color. Mm-hmm. And then what was the solid that we used to always use? Because it wasn't called banana either. It was a pale yellow, but it was called something like cream or something, because it's
but it's a
not
Kona
white.
solid.
It's not beige. Here, come over on this side so they can see your pretty face and not just look at me.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's a Kona solid, and but anyway, you can ask us, and you can say, put in your notes, you know, and say, hey, I was thinking about doing a banana with this, and can you find something that'll go with it? And we'll find it. It might be solid, or it might be something kind of modeled.
And even if it's something that you're working in your stash, and if you want to swatch or whatever, put in your notes for that, and we can just send you a little 2-inch strip, and then you can make sure that our description of banana, it works for you or whatever you're doing at home.
Yeah.
And then something, but that fig tree cream is
perfect.
Awesome. We have it. Same like black and white. We buy it by 3 bolts at a time. It's just one of those. Awesome colors.
Staples. Yeah. Okay, I think that's it.
All right, we'll show those 3 and work up for the next one, whenever that is.
All right.
This was fun.
This was really
Hope
fun.
you guys enjoyed. You got a tiny little kind of
just
tour.
a fun little thing, and then and just some things just to kind of remind you that there's some other cool fabric that's in the store. We know that a lot of people in the comments will say, "Gosh, someday I'm going to make it up there." We love it when they do. We just had somebody here from Maryland. We had somebody here from.
She was coming over to Seattle to take an Alaskan cruise, and she decided to come into the state to see us before because she knew she might not have time after.
That's what you want to do. Fly in and land in Spokane, and then drive through our beautiful state.
Yes, and
Stop
then
and see us.
drop your car, rent a car, and then fly out of Seattle and go home.
Yeah,
fantastic.
Be perfect. Yeah.
Also, in the comments, let us know what you want to see on the next Throwback Thursday.
Yeah.
If you're thinking, oh, I'd love to see
Find us a floral line,
a guy line, a kids line, whatever you think you want to see, or a room you might want to see.
Yeah. We'll find something old and fantastic.
Yeah.
And
throw that in the comments, and we'll when we do our next one, we'll have where to go.
Also on comments, I just have to mention on our Wednesday night box opening.
Maisie broke the internet.
She broke the internet. I knew she was gonna. We had this whole discussion afterwards, and Brianna says, well, I'll put it in there. And when she says, oh, they're seeing her right now in a little window. You guys don't know that she said that, but she said that. And afterwards I said, Brianna, they aren't going to listen to a word that you say because I don't know what Brianna was saying. And she was standing right next to me. I was having so much fun watching her play peekaboo with that fabric. And I know what I was even going to say. Oh.
Do you get distracted just talking about her?
It is thinking about her. It was so fun this morning. She was hungry and she starts making this sound. I'm
gonna...
Don't make me mad. And then when she finally gets her bottle, the noise was this.
Yeah.
She is so funny.
Yeah, she's quite the personality.
Funny. So anyway, so sorry you didn't see her this morning, but she was devouring her bottle. Yeah. And somebody had mentioned, a couple people knew, Susan Kaiser was one, and somebody else who said she's pulling her ear. And I know every good mother knows that means that she has an earache. Mm-hmm. She does it when she's tired.
When she's tired. Wyatt does the exact same thing.
Pulling their ear. And so it makes you worry a little because I think if she ever did have an earache, you'd probably miss it.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully it'd be the other ear because she only pulls on one ear.
Yeah, that's true.
Wyatt does the same thing. I know for a while at daycare, oh, his ear's really red. I said, well, has he been tired? Oh, he's been really tired. Yeah. I said, whatever it is.
Bring her in. Here's Marge with the baby. Come on in.
Headed out the
come
door.
into my spot. Oh, crawling.
There she go.
You come and say good morning.
Hello. Oh, here we got a little
leftover breakfast
left. She said, "What did I say you?" And then Marge caught me.
Yes. She's pretty fun. If you missed Wednesday box opening, go back and look.
Just go back for the Macy's show.
And I put it also, you guys might have noticed, I also put it at the very end. So if you were distracted by my talking and me showing you other things.
Wish you would shut up.
I put it at the very end so you could just see just her playing peekaboo. She's like, what you got? What you been doing in here?
Look at this.
All right. Have a fabulous day, and we will see you Sunday at 12:30.
Bye. Bye. Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at fabricpatch.net.